Guys, welcome back to our 7-day Etsy shop review mini series where for 7 days in a row, we're reviewing 7 multi-million-dollar Etsy shops and looking in detail at exactly what they do so well that sets them apart from just so much of the competition. And we got a stormer for you today, guys. This shop I'm going to review today, they sell PlayDough, believe it or not, and they have made multi-million-dollar revenue figures on Etsy. And honestly, guys, they do some things so uniquely, so well, that I guarantee you're going to learn at least one thing interesting to take away and add to your own shop from today's video. So if you're new here, guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Alfie. I'm a multi-six-figure Etsy seller. I've been selling on Etsy for a few years now, and yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's just get straight into the shop review. All right, guys. So the shop we're reviewing today is called Happy Life Magic Shop. You can see they've made an incredible 101, almost 102,000 sales on Etsy. They specialize in selling Play-Doh, like sensory Play-Doh kits and Play-Doh kits for children. And I can tell you guys, they've been on Etsy since 2021 and they've made over 100,000 sales. So filming this at the start of 2025, that's pretty impressive. And now, I just want to quickly head over to Everbee, guys, and show you some of these revenue figures. $2.5 million estimated total revenue on Etsy since 2021. Estimated monthly revenue, $52,000, almost $53,000 per month. So very, very impressive. And so with that, guys, let's sit down together, grab a nice warm drink if you like, and let's review this shop in detail. And so the first place I want to start is, of course, with the shop appearance. The first thing that we see as potential buyers when we land straight on the shop. And you can see the banner, biggest piece of real estate in the shop, okay? Takes up the most amount of space. We should be using it wisely. This shop sets the tone for their product and the target audience perfectly with their banner. So you see it's bright colors, it's bright, it's cheerful, it's not over the top. It's very simple. One thing I'd say is obviously looking at the products here, guys, it's Play-Doh kits for kids, right? Or Play-Doh kits for, young adults. I'd have plenty of fun using one of them myself. But you can kind of tell what I'm saying. The vibe they've gone with for the banner and the shop appearance matches up with the customer base perfectly. If they were to do, say, like a really dark banner, say a black banner, for example, and maybe like shown their products in the banner, it just wouldn't have the same sort of vibe. Colors, and especially these pastel colors, they play such a key role when it comes to hitting the right target audiences that you want to hit for your products. So that's the first lesson I want you guys to take away. Whatever product it is you're selling, think about your sort of target audience in your mind, and just make sure that the colors and the overall vibe and appearance of your shop is designed with that specific customer in mind. And so, guys, as we scroll down here, you can of course see the shop's a star seller. So yeah, top marks there. And the first thing I want to mention to you, only 52 products. Now, granted, that is not a lot of products on Etsy, which tells me the products that they do sell are extremely unique, and what they do with this shop is very product focused, okay? So this shop's success is very much down to the quality and the uniqueness of the product that they sell. And that's why I want to show it to you guys. First thing, featured items. You can kind of get a really good idea here of the products they sell. But I just wanted to point out to you straight away, the videos. Guys, honestly. And they've even added the little sparkles to the video as well. I don't know how well that comes out on your screen, but yeah, they've added a little sparkly effect to these videos here. It just looks so nice, It really plays into the vibe of the customer that's going to be buying these products. And another thing, guys, here straight away, this is actually, I was talking about this the other day to somebody. Price staggering on Etsy. So when you've got a shop, okay, you can always consider, say the top products here they sell around about £38. Okay, I assume that's around about just under $50. Not everybody can afford that. There's different price brackets people have when they're buying gifts on Etsy, for example. There's different price brackets in mind. So something you can do is really price stagger. And you can see here, just on the top row, they've got the 38. So that's going to be your high price tier. They've got the 15, so that's your mid tier products, and you've got the £7.04. That's your lower tier products. So no matter what your budget, there's something on this store that hits every single budget for the customer that they've got in mind. So yeah, it's just a great way to have such a higher conversion rate on the shop, because if they just sold £38 products, I imagine the conversion rate for the shop would be a lot lower. Naturally, right? And obviously if they just sold, say, like £7 products, the conversion rate would probably be higher because there's a lot less barrier to make the purchase because the product costs a lot less. So yeah, that's another great little tip to take away. Price staggering, it's a great one. And again, guys, just in general, just gonna do a nice slow scroll down the shop here. By the way, this is extremely impressive. Can you see pretty much every single list in here is in over 20 people's baskets? So impressive. Like this store, they just do things so well. The images, the imagery they use in their thumbnails is so eye-catching. You know, such bright colors. Obviously, still clear background in most instances, but very bright colors, and the product really is allowed to shine. And guys, one other thing I just wanted to show you as well, just before we move on too fast, the About Us section. This is another big piece of real estate on your shop that you can use. Okay, granted, a lot less customers are going to see this because it's obviously right at the bottom of your shop. It's not as important as the banner, in my opinion, but it's important nonetheless to help with that conversion rate. This shop uses it perfectly. You see, they really tell. I don't know if you guys wanted to pause it and just read this yourself. Feel free. They really use this to tell a story, you know, a very heartfelt story. It just really helps to capture the customer's attention and just really bring that kind of, you know, family feel. Like this is actually a real life business, you know, we're real people just like you, which can sometimes be a bit of a barrier when selling online, especially in the AI digital world nowadays, right? Yeah, I mean, even the pictures they use, it's lovely. It's lovely pictures, you know. I wanted to show you guys this company because I come across it, doing my research. Yeah, it's just so nice. Like I would buy from this company. Honestly, it looks really nice. But that reminds me, guys, actually, sorry, back down here. One other now this is very important, and you'll wonder why this company gets so many sales. I'm going to show you something very important here. Instagram. We live in a social media age, and when I was doing my research and I saw this, I was very impressed. So straight away, you go on their Instagram. Okay, 12.2K followers. That's impressive. That's a good audience. You know, if you put 12,200 people in a room, you know, at least a few of them are going to buy from you, right? So straight off the bat, what they're doing with Instagram is pretty good. Now you go on their Reels. By the way, Reels nowadays, number one quickest way to grow. If you want to grow on socials, you need short form content. It's extremely important. Some of their Reels do quite well. 14K views, you know, again, big audience. Some of them, I would say 1,000, you know, 1,500. It's pretty standard, to be fair, for short form content. Guys, one thing I want to show you, and I noticed this in the story highlights. You see this, as seen in. Okay, so this is a story highlight. So I clicked on this, and in my mind, I knew that there would be something on this as seen in, as seen in section that would maybe be from, say, an influencer, or like as seen in, as featured in X show, X other influencers, Instagram, you know. So I really want to check it out. And guys, look at this. Okay, so as seen in, you got this influencer here, obviously showcasing the product. Influencer marketing is massive. Okay, guys, you know this as much as I do. I checked out this Instagram account. You can see here, right? 2.1 million followers. You know, I would hazard a guess. I don't know if this company paid for this Instagrammer slot, or if this Instagrammer it maybe is like friends and family with the shop owner. I don't know. But whatever, to get a 2.1 million account to showcase your product, that would have cost in the tens of thousands, maybe even up to 100,000 for just that one showcasing of the product. That is, in my opinion, when you look at exactly what this store does, obviously the product is incredible. This feature is one of the biggest reasons why they've got so many sales, in my opinion, of course. And, you know, I just want to say as well, guys, this could actually happen just by having an incredible and unique product and a great story. Because, you know, if I'm no influencer, right? I'm no influencer. I'm not big on Instagram at all. I don't even really like social media that much, to be honest with you. But if I had a massive account, 2 million followers, right? And somebody sent me a product, or I seen a product and I bought it myself, and I just loved the story of the brand. I really fell in love with the brand, fell in love with what they were all about, fell in love with the product. I'd go out my way to help that brand. 100%. I'd go out to do what I can to help that brand grow, because I'd want to see them grow. Just because I'd love the story of it and the vibe of it. And, you know, maybe that influencer's done this as well. Honestly, guys, that's why I say the little things about adding the personal touches. You know, any personal touch in any story you can add to the brand, it's massive nowadays. It's so important. I can't stress it enough. If you've got a story to tell it. We're all unique and amazing in our own way. Don't be afraid to tell it. So now, let's go back to the store, and I want to look at some of these listings in detail and see what we can take away. But guys, First thing I want to notice to you here, all items, they've got Valentine's. Okay, Valentine specific. So you see, they're very much big on the seasonal items, which is something I preach myself. I think hitting the seasonal trends is very important for those short, big boosts of growth in your shop. Of course, you want the majority of your listings and sales to come from evergreen products, but there's no doubt that you need to be hitting the seasons as well if you want to really take your shop to that next level. And guys, I love you all. I love you all so much. I've made something for you completely for free that is going to really help with this. I'm going to leave a link to it in the video description. It's an Etsy seasonality calendar for 2025. Basically, I've got every month here. It says what the seasonality events are, when you should start prepping, when the actual event is, all of the major sales events on Etsy for major events and occasions that people would normally buy gifts for. It's all listed in this calendar for you. And guys, again, you don't have to put your email in. You don't have to sign up to anything. You don't have to pay anything. I'm just going to give it to you for free. So if you want to check it out and download it, it's a gift on me. Happy New Year. Then there's a link in the video description. Nevertheless, let's get back to the shop and let's check out some of these listings. So I'm actually going to check out, which one should we do, guys? All right, I love dinosaurs. I can't not do the dinosaur one. Let's have a look at how they present their listings. So again, you can see first image, guys. They've obviously put more in this image, but by the way, it's a nice little marketing tactic. They've obviously put more stuff in this image and in the box than what I would assume you actually get, because it's literally bursting out the seams, okay? Like there's no way the lid on that box is closing. But nevertheless, it makes a great picture. You imagine if everything was stuffed in and maybe there was a few less items in there, it wouldn't look like you get as much for your money. Anything that you can do with your imagery, guys, to make it look like the customer's getting more bang for their buck, always going to help you. And again, you go across, obviously, this is handmade or hand packed items nonetheless. It's great because they can take the videos themselves. They've added this little sparkle effect, looks really nice. And again, guys, I always say this with videography, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. Sometimes just having a video that showcases the very basic product is really all you need. And again, more than this, it's a tick in the box for the Etsy algorithm. So the Etsy algorithm isn't sat there, right, the other side of a screen like me or you, watching these videos saying, oh, that's a good video. Oh, that's a rubbish video. It's just an algorithm. It's just code. All they look at to say, okay, does listing have video? Yes, tick. Okay, we know as an algorithm, as a platform, listings with videos convert and do so much better than listings without videos. So we see that this listing has video, tick, yes, let's promote it higher because we know that it's got a higher chance of converting. I think it's always important to just consider it from the algorithm's point of view as much as anything else. And again, this is a lovely picture, by the way. This is a nice picture. You see here, they've got a nice little sticker on the front. Again, if you're in a handmade business model, you can get something like this. It's very cheap to get made, you know, guys. It doesn't cost a lot to do these little touches, but it adds so much. I think when I got stickers made up for my brand, Japanese tableware brand, I think they ended up costing me like 5 pence each. You know, 5 pennies, maybe like 8 cents or 7 cents, you know, but it made such a big difference. It's so worth it. Again, here, guys, they use another image. This is somewhat between an infographic and a normal product image. See that they've actually showcased the products, and then they've got just a few little nuggets of information here that just, again, add to what you're actually getting with the product. So free card with gift message and free gift wrapping. It makes a customer feel a little bit better about themselves, you know? It makes it show that they're getting a bit more for their money than what they originally bargained for. And again, guys, here, last tab, they've used it for cross-selling. So you can do this. In my opinion, actually, to be fair, I probably personally wouldn't have done this. I'm certainly not going to tell $1 million plus shop how to run their business. But this is a £38 product, right? I'd say maybe some people could look at this and say, oh, they also sell products for $7. Huh. Maybe I can just go check that one, just get that product instead and save a bit of money. You know, maybe. Or again, I suppose you could also be open-handed and look at it and say, maybe someone's going through this. They're like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to buy £38. I don't know. And then they see this come up for $7 and they're like, oh, that's nice. Okay. Instead of me not buying this product, maybe I will go and just buy the cheaper one. So, to be honest, I'm 50-50 on this. What do you think? I don't know. Leave a comment. See what you think. But yeah, guys, I think the way they present their listings, very, very nice. And again, this is all photography that, to be honest, you could probably just do yourself on an iPhone. Like, yeah, the way that iPhones are nowadays and how good cameras are, or even if you're rocking a Samsung or a Pixel, then yeah, you can get some good quality photography. And guys, I want to say as well, if any of you are considering doing a business model similar to this, maybe, even if it's like a different product, but still that sort of vibe where you can say just like buy the packaging, buy different elements in bulk, and kind of like make the overall package up yourself with like different aspects. Even if it's like a different variety of sweets or little toys. Even like this is Play-Doh. Maybe you could do similar with like clay, for example. I don't know, like little pottery kits, um, or like crochet kits, even knitting kits. You can make these kits up yourself. And if it's a business model you're into, I just want to say it can actually be pretty profitable. You know, when you buy things in bulk, you get it so much cheaper. So, with the amount of products that this shop is selling, I can almost be certain they're buying their stock in bulk. I think this is actually a very high profit business. And I think if it's something you wanted to check out yourself, I'd urge you to do your research. I think it's a fairly easy business you could start. So, yeah, just one to consider. And guys, even if you're new to business, right, and you're looking at different business models and what to get involved in, if you prefer something which is a lot more digital, a lot more hands off, then I've done a shop review of a digital product store which has made over $3.6 million in revenue, pretty much all profit as well, digital products. And honestly, it's an incredible store, guys. If you want to check that one out, I'll leave a link to it just over here. But otherwise, guys, thanks so much for watching. Love all of you. Take good care. Look after yourself. Good luck with your Etsy journey. I'll see you on the next video. Cheers, guys.